Well, boy, it's been hot today. It was so hot that my power hammer was shutting down because it was too hot. That's fine, I'm used to that, so I put a fan on it. Then I started trying to film a video, and it was so hot that my phone was shutting down from being overheated. And now I got the dog barking in the background. And my pet rooster's coming to visit me. Let's see. He's got to be nosy. And we got a little thunder in the background. Today's video is sculpting the horse heads on a kissing horseshoe heart. Now, this is strictly about sculpting the horse heads onto the horseshoe heart. If you're interested in how to do the horseshoe heart, in one of my earlier videos, I had done a video of my son actually forging the heart. And what I'm using is a blank that I had him pre-make, in which he had already forged the point of the heart. He just forges the hearts. He doesn't do any of the sculpting of the heads for the horseshoe hearts. So when I've got some to make, I go ahead and have him make the little point of the heart, and then I put the heads in and finish the heart out. But anyway, so that's what we're doing today. I know it's not knife making, but I tried to make a knife making video, and it was just too hot. So hope you enjoy. Hope you find this entertaining, maybe a little bit instructional. If you do, be sure and like and subscribe. Leave us a comment in the comments section. If you got some suggestions for future content, we'd be happy to hear it. And until then, God bless and have a great night. So we're going to start out here. Here's our horseshoe blank that my son's already forged the point of the horseshoe on, or the point of the heart, actually, what'll be the bottom part of the heart. And we're going to be sculpting the horse heads onto each end. There's a little T-bar that I made so I can get a square edge, because my anvil's ancient, worn out, and no longer has square edges. So I'm using that little T-bar, bottom swage, if you will, to set down a piece on the end that's going to be the horse's nose. Then I go to the horn of the anvil and round it over. Now I'll go to the far edge of the anvil and hammer in what will be the part from the back of the horse's cheek going into the horse's neck. Just keeping everything flat and level. Wasn't quite enough the first time, so we got to do a little more. And that's basically the outline of the horse head. Now we're going to do the other side the same way. All set for the nose. There we go. Go to the horn, round it over. I'll have to get it hot again. Go to the far edge and isolate the back of the horse's cheek to the neck. Keep it flat and level. Keep everything even. Just an old chisel. I'm going to chisel the mouths into the horse, where the horse's mouth would be. And I've done that at the vise, and I didn't bother moving the camera. But you can see that I just chiseled in a little slit at the very end of the horse's nose, down lower, where about a third of the way down, to make the horse's mouth. I'm going to start rounding things over to make the top part of the heart. And this is where things get kind of tricky. You really need both sides to kind of match. And this can be kind of fiddly and take a while to get it right, but you can spend all day trying to get something perfect, At the end of the day, everything's handmade, hand forged. Doesn't have to be perfect, just perfect enough. So that's what I'm shooting for. Yeah, not so bad. Now I've got nail sets, just 2 sizes of nail sets. They came from Harbor Freight and they'll work fine for this. I'll be using one to set in and make the horse's nostril, and one for the eye. Using the smaller one for the nostril, right at the end of the nose. The larger one for the eye. And of course, has to be drop forged. I have to drop something at least once every video. So, we got the one side, now we'll do the other. Nostril. Eye, because it'd be a shame to have a horse that can't see or, well, can't breathe, because then you just got a dead horse. Now I'm using the same chisel I cut the mouth in to chisel in an ear and to chisel down vertical lines to make the mane. And I'll do that to both sides. Very good. First cut is the ear, and then the successive cuts are vertical cuts to make the mane. Doesn't have to look perfect, doesn't have to look lifelike. It's supposed to be the artist's representation of a horse, if you want to say it all fancy. Now I'm just going to heat the tip of the heart, knock everything together, bring the 2 horse heads together, even everything up, flatten it out. And if one's a little bit off, you can brace it on the anvil and work on the curve a little bit. There, that's what I'm doing. Not bad. Just gonna get a quick brush up. After it cools down, I'll take it and use the wire brush on it. And we always give everything a good heavy coat or 2 coats of clear lacquer, because you never know if the customer's going to use it inside or outside. And there we go. Ready to go out the door. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe.